Hello and welcome to Fit2BOX channel. I'm Simon, former amateur boxer, current amateur boxing coach at Telford Amateur Boxing Club, and I run Fit2BOX channel to allow you to pick the best boxing equipment for you. So I've been doing the channel for 6 years, and in that time I have started to do lots of things that was never done before on boxing equipment reviews. One of the things that I introduced a while back was the Fit2BOX ratings cards, where on each time that I do a glove review, a head guard review, a fight glove review, also I've done them when it comes to bag gloves and also footwork, and I do the Fit2BOX ratings cards, which you can see on my website fit2boxchannel.com. Now the reason I do that is obviously I can't pick the best boxing gloves or the best equipment for everyone in the world. I have my preferences and people have their own preferences. So my channel is very much about highlighting to you not only what I think, but the actual gear, so you can make the best decision for yourself. Just because I say something is a champion, it might be that you don't like that champion when it comes to the gloves, and that you like the second or even the fourth, or a glove that is lower down the price divisions, and that is totally fine, and I would fully accept that as well. But hopefully you can see from how I've rated and ranked them, you can see what gloves that I actually do think are the top gloves and the ones that are lower down. But with those star ratings I introduced, you've got one Fit2BOX star, which is very good. You've got two Fit2BOX stars, which is great. And you've got three Fit2BOX stars, which is excellent. Four Fit2BOX stars, which is outstanding, and five Fit2BOX stars, which comes out as the best. And you can see on my website how I rate and rank them. So I also rate and rank them in price division. So if you're looking for a glove between naught and £50, there's a price division for that. That's naught and $60 US. That is the featherweight division, and you can look on there for both lace and velcro. There's two different divisions for that, and I've got champions and contenders in that. Then as you come up, people sometimes want a glove that's between 51 English pounds and 100 English pounds, or $61 US to 120 US dollars. And in that price range, that is the welterweight price division, and you can see the glove in there for yourselves. Again, all of these in lace and velcro. Then we move on to a really popular division, which is the middleweight division, and that is 101 English pounds to 200 English pounds, 121 US dollars to 250 US dollars. And so you've got a lot of big names in there when it comes to the middleweight division. You've got gloves like Fortress, you've got Adidas Speed Tilt in there, you've got Adidas Adispeed, you've got Phenom, you've got FlyX, and that is a really popular division. And there's also obviously gloves from Rival in there as well. Then we go on to the Fit2BOX heavyweight division, and this is for gloves between 201 English pounds to 400 English pounds, or $251 US to 500 US dollars. And again, some big names in that division, and the current champions for that division in lace and velcro are Fly, but you've also got companies like Plato Reyes in there, and you've got Mexican gloves feature in that division as well. And then you come on to the top, the super heavyweight, which is the gloves above 400 English pounds or above 500 US dollars. And obviously you have got Donato, you've got Grant, you've got some winning gloves in there as well, which are sort of the top end when it comes to their price. And I've got them all rated and ranked in there. As you know, on the cards I rate it on style, and it's all out of 100. I rate it on style, I rate it on comfort, very important, comfort. The top gloves are the most comfortable gloves. Durability, that's the materials that are used, and also how long those materials are going to last. You know, is the lining good? Is the leathers they use good? Is it the synthetic leathers? Are they of good standard? What's the stitching like? So that all comes under durability. And then you've got sparring, so how they perform in sparring, not only in how you're protecting your own hands, but also how are those gloves for your sparring partner. And then we come on to bag, and bag is of course how they perform on the bag. So what sort of crack do you get on the bag? What sort of protection do you get on the bag? Wrist support, and also just how they feel. And then we've got value for money, where I rate the amount of value for money that you are getting for your cash that you have invested in those gloves. So it's a pretty comprehensive way to find out how I rate the gloves and what I think are better gloves and less better gloves, but also so you can have a look and see from the Fit2BOX ratings cards in a certain area what I think. So if, for example, I've got you think, right, well, what do I think is a better sparring glove? All you have to do is go on to the different cards of the different gloves that you want to have a look at the score that I get for sparring for them. If one is 95 and one is 92, you can clearly see which out of them I prefer for sparring. So when I do a review, I do consistency check all of my cards, okay? So I don't just do a review, do a score and leave it there. I am constantly, as I'm doing the reviews, I'm looking to see where those gloves place in the price division that they're in, but I also make sure that it makes sense against the other price divisions as well. So it's a really comprehensive, consistent way that you know that I am pitching the gloves against each other. Now, when it comes to, I have a lot of questions that say, oh, what do you think? Do you think this glove is better than this glove? Or what do you think about this glove and this glove? If you go onto my price divisions on my website, you can clearly see not only which gloves I rate above each gloves, but also those Fit2BOX stars are very, very important, because there's a real step between, there's a large amount of good gloves out there. There's not many gloves that get a Fit2BOX star, that is 1 star, let alone 2, 3, 4 and 5. I've also on my website got a pound for pound list where I've got on there all of the top gloves rated and ranked in that sort of top 10. I've even got sort of those on the periphery, which are like number 11, just so you can see who's potentially on the outside of that top 10. So I hope you enjoy looking over my website, fit2boxchannel.com. I spend a hell of a lot of time on it to make sure fit for purpose for you guys out there, so you've got a real reference point as to my sort of rankings, and I really enjoy doing it. As I say, there is a lot of gloves out there that are rated good, and it's almost like I likened it to the Tour de France, where you've got a big clump of cyclists are all together in the pack, and then you've got the ones that are sort of leading off and breaking away from the pack. And that's very much the same when it comes to boxing gloves. You've got a hell of a lot of gloves that are good, and then you've got the others that have got the Fit2BOX ratings stars that are the ones that are breaking away from the pack. And it's not as just straightforward as, well, you know, a good glove would be 80%, an average glove would be 70%, because the gloves at the top, the difference between the good gloves and the very top gloves is much narrower than you would imagine. And so it would be wrong to sort of mark a glove at 75 when actually they deserve higher than that. And that's why the Fit2BOX rating stars and the divisions are quite tightly packed at the top. But look at the order, look what I think of them, look how I've positioned them, because I don't just throw this together. These are done in such a way that they are consistently checked and verified to make sure that they are exactly what I think. Of course, the gloves that are my champions, they are my favourite gloves in those price divisions, and the whole list is in order of my sort of preference. So the ones at the top, obviously the ones that I love, and the ones at the bottom, ones that I hate. Okay, so I don't tend to review too many really poor gloves. I can't get excited about doing loads and loads of poor gloves, but certainly there is as I say, there's a lot of good gloves and above out there, and I try with my website and my videos on YouTube to see for yourselves the wood from the trees when it comes to picking out that perfect pair of gloves for you. So have a look around my website, see what you think. Let me know what you think as well. You know, I'm on Instagram as well, Fit2BOX channel, at Fit2BOX channel, as well as my website, FIT2BOXchannel.com. And I put this all together, and really, if you're following my YouTube Fit2BOX channel, you've got my Instagram at Fit2BOX channel, and you've got my website, Fit2BOXchannel.com. You've got the three components of how best to use my services here at Fit2BOX channel. As I always say, I am never paid for reviews. I don't want to be paid for reviews, to be fair, because at the end of the day, I want that impartiality. I really enjoy bringing the videos to you, and I think from the feedback that I get, you really enjoy them too. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit2BOX channel, and I shall speak to you soon.